All right, welcome back to another video. It is currently 7:23. Um, oh, my 9 a.m. was canceled. That's awesome. Yeah, it's 7:24 now. November 19th. As you guys can see, I'm playing a game. But I was just like, you know what? Let's jump in and discuss games, cause the game I play a lot of games, right? So I thought, why not? If you guys are wondering what the game is, excuse me, I am playing The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I pre-ordered this, um, so I'm very happy that I have this, and it got me thinking. Like I'm a little bit of a Zelda fan. Cause like when it comes to Nintendo, I think I like Nintendo games the most. Um, but I don't have that many of them. Like I just have that stack of 3DS games, some Switch games, a handful of Wii U games as well. I don't really have that many Nintendo games now that I think about it. Um, but yeah, I do know that for Nintendo, I think The Legend of Zelda is like my favorite series of theirs. It is just a series that I always play. Like I think out of all of like their series that they have, Zelda is definitely the one I have the most of. So, like for instance, if we look at my 3DS games, right? I don't have that many. Good old good handful. I have 9 um physical ones. Um but yeah, we got A Link Between Worlds. I This is like my most recent pickup, like 2 years ago or something like that. And then we have, oh shoot, we have 3 Zelda games on the DS that I got. We got Majora's Mask. I bought this shortly after it came out. Um, I don't really have an opinion on Majora's Mask just because it's like so weird to me. Because like the time skip mechanic is super stressful. Um, then we got Ocarina 3D, obviously goat. Haven't beat it. I got pretty far, and then I was like, I'm gonna restart. I don't remember why. I think it's because I forgot what I was doing. And then we have Triforce Heroes. I played a little bit of this with my cousin and my stepbrother. Pretty fun game. You just kind of need people to play it with to make it fun. So yeah, those are all of my like my Zelda DS games, and then obviously we have Tears of the Kingdom. But we also have Skyward Sword HD, which I do have the original Skyward Sword on the Wii, as well as Twilight Princess. They're both my brothers, but I currently have them in my possession. I do need to give them back and get my own copies, but yeah, this is decent. I don't know how I feel about the motion controls. It's very weird. I'm like very tempted to just play with like my controller, because the controls are so weird. Um, but yeah, really not a bad game. And then we have, I think, what might be my favorite Zelda. It's like tied between like this, Link Between Worlds, and Twilight Princess, maybe. But Breath of the Wild is just such a good game. It really, for me, like I don't. It was so like magical playing this game for the first time. It was so fun exploring the open world of Hyrule, and the story. I was just so invested in it. It was awesome. I I played so much of it, right? So Breath of the Wild, probably my favorite Zelda game. And I know some people really like and are like Tears of the Kingdom is better Breath of the Wild, and I can see that to some extent, but the story isn't too interesting to me. Um I know the creation aspect of Tears of the Kingdom is really good. Better than Breath of the Wild, but still like yeah, I don't know. I just prefer Breath of the Wild because again, that like first time playing that game was just so magical. Um, And yeah, I guess while we're at it, we can talk about some of my other favorite games. Maybe some games I'm currently playing right now, because I like to jump around a lot. For fighting games, we're gonna go into fighting games real quick. I know a lot of people aren't fans of fighting games, but I am, and the two that I'm playing right now is Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. I jump between these two. I'm more inclined to play Tekken 8 just because I'm like, this is low-key easier than this. Um, I main Lydia. Lydia's pretty good. But yeah, I pre-ordered this as well. Funny story about Tekken 8. Um, the day it came out, I was very sick, and I pre-ordered it, and I had to go pick it up from GameStop. And dude, my head was spinning. I had like a little bit of a fever, but I like drove to go pick this up. I picked it up. I came home, installed it, played a little bit of it, and then I went to sleep. But no, Tekken 8, very fun game. And then Street Fighter 6 is pretty much the game that I got introduced to fighting games. It's just so good. I love the characters, the designs, the reveal, everything about it is pretty good. It's very hard though. Like I said, I find this more difficult than Tekken. And to be fair, I've been playing Tekken, not actively, but Tekken has been like my main game, fighting game wise. Like for instance, I remember playing Tekken 5, which I have right here. I remember playing Tekken 5 like not a bunch, but quite a bit as a kid, because it was like the only fighting game that my family was really into. So yeah, those are like the two fighting games. Right now, I have a couple of games I'm kind of working through. The one I played today, pretty much most of the day, is Persona 3. This is Persona 3 FES. This is the copy that came out like after the initial one, which, dude, I don't know why. It's so easy to find this, but not the initial one. I don't know why. I haven't really looked into that, but Persona 3, very fun. Speaking of Persona games, I also have Persona 4. I've played maybe about an hour of this. I have heard this is some, like, I always hear different things about Persona, right? I hear Persona 3 is the best, Persona 4, Persona 5, right? I always hear that. 4 so far. I know they have the new gold one on Steam. I also have that as well. And then for my Switch, I have Persona 5 Royal. I also had it on Steam, but it was on sale, like half off at Target, so I ordered it. So that's why I have it on my Switch. Very fun game as well. I really need to play more of this because it is super fun, super good. It's just so fun. Like the combat compared to like Persona 3 is so much more engaging, right? You have like the pistol that you can shoot. The personas themselves are really interesting, stuff like that, and the characters very well written. I think each Persona game so far has gotten better. So, and then they have Reload that just came out, which I would like to get. But we also have Persona 3 Portable for the Switch. This, as you can see, is a limited run game. I pre-ordered this because I was they had Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable, but I was like, I'm gonna get Portable because it makes sense for the Switch, and it was the only Persona that I could control the other party members. So I was like, I'll get that, right? Because I already have Persona 4, right? I am interested in getting Persona 4 on the Switch from limited run. It's just I have to find it somewhere else. Oh yeah, speaking of games I'm still playing, we got, this is Super Mario 3D All Stars, but I am specifically playing Super Mario Galaxy. Dude, Galaxy is so good. I don't know what they put in that game, like, to make it hit that hard, but it is so good. I love Galaxy. This is such a good collection. I'm really happy I was able to pick it up before they stopped putting it out. Yeah, all in all, I just love that game. I haven't beat it, but I also have Galaxy 2 on the Wii, which I hear some people say is better than Galaxy One, but we'll see. I picked this up, I think, for about 25 bucks. Pretty decent price. I do want to get a physical copy of Galaxy for the Wii, just so I don't just have two, right? Yeah. Oh, another game still playing. No, this is Bayonetta 2 for the Wii U, but I am specifically playing Bayonetta 1. The disc is in here because I switched it out for another game I'm playing. I have so many games on the backlog. Yeah, Bayonetta, pretty fun beat 'em up. And speaking of game backlog, and speaking of Zelda, we have Wind Waker HD. My older brother, he bought this because I got a Wii U, and he bought this because he was like, "Oh, we have a Wii U now, we can play it." And so, yeah, but he never really, I don't remember him playing this that much, but I have it now, which is great because it saved me like $60 because Nintendo games do not depreciate in value. So, playing that still. I'm stuck on the Triforce Fetch quest, which is just, oh my gosh, that sucks. Another one that I'm also playing, Dragon Quest VIII. This is another like childhood staple of mine. I love the art style. It is so bright and colorful. The enemies are so interesting. It's just so good. Yeah, I really need to play this some more. And one that I started, but as soon as I got Dragon Quest, I was like, GG's. Haven't played it since. Final Fantasy X, kind of a hot take. It's okay compared to Dragon Quest VIII. Maybe I'm just a Dragon Quest guy. I don't know. Speaking of Dragon Quest, I also have Dragon Quest XI for the Switch. Yeah, haven't got that far in it, but so far, decent game. Oh, and speaking of games I'm kind of playing currently still, God of War for the PlayStation. And also speaking of God of War as well, gotta move these somewhere. Speaking of God of War, I am currently playing God of War 1. I also have God of War 2. It's just that I gotta play 1 first, right? Which is funny because I got God of War 2 first before I found this, and ever since I found this, I haven't touched God of War 2. But yeah, maybe one day I will. Yeah, but those are a lot of my gaming backlogs right now. Like I said, I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. I just met up with like the captain of the Gerudo. So yeah, but I have so many gaming backlogs. That doesn't even count the games I have backlogged on Steam or whatever. I can't stick with one game. I have to jump around from games, right? It really has to like hit super hard for me to be like, I'm playing this from beginning to end, because like I said, I need different type of stimulation when I play games. I can't just like, and that's kind of what's crazy about like Black Ops 6 just came out. Like I don't understand how people can just play only that like for like a month straight or however long, right? I just can't do it. I need to switch it up every couple of days, which is why I have so many games on my backlog. But yeah, those were really just my game. That was basically my gaming backlog. And that's not even all of them either. Like for instance, Nier Automata right here. I recently got this, but I am playing it. I just got like a scanner to find 9S or whatever. So yeah, haven't got too far in it, but yeah, those are my gaming backlogs. So maybe next time I will talk about some of my favorite games of all time. Who knows what I'm feeling. So but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.